Hi, my loves. Jeray, my lady girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with some commentary about Deja Vu. Now, you guys know that I really have a special place in my heart for Deja Vu. It is one of the shows that made me say, maybe I should stick around for this little now that's TV, whatever, whatever, whatever. It was one of those shows that made me see the potential that the network actually had, and it's one of the shows that really started the engagement for me over here, especially with the right reality TV reviews. And for that, I'm always going to have a soft, special place in my heart, gushy, mushy place in my heart for Deja Vu. Now, this whole last season, girl, this is a damn plot and a scheme that Todd set up. Now, before I hop into my commentary, though, make sure you like this video, drop a comment, stick around. You know what I mean? Like the page, subscribe to the channel, do all of those things. I'd greatly appreciate you. Now, let's hop into it, shall we? So, we have the little intro, no real intro, whatever, but it's Diamond the Body on the intro, of course. I'm like, one thing they're going to do is promote their Now That's TV princess. Okay. Now, Diamond the Body is coming, starts off with the whatever, whatever, whatever. The first person that we're introduced to is Naj. Okay. First person that we see is Naja Million. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And so we see Naj, and the look is elevated, the cheeks are filled. We see a little Botox, Botox going on around here, which good for her. Elevate your looks, sis. Um, and she's basically like, I know that I was known for being a fighter, but I want to kind of switch my image. I want to start putting my music out there finally. Naj music is not that bad. I ain't gonna lie. And so, she's like, I want to switch up my look. I want to switch up, what I'm kind of known for. They were introduced to Farragamo, and I'm like, girl, this girl right here, she must look a mean one. She must look a mean one. She is on every show, and I just don't really see it for her. She looks a little botched, like not quite botched, but a couple more procedures she will be. You know what I'm saying? Like something about Ferragamo. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's late, and y'all can pop me and check me if I'm wrong, girl. But it's just something about her. Like she is cute. She's fun to look at. I don't know if she turns up real good at the house. She's a good cohesive piece to get the girls comfortable and drunk. But I just don't see it for her. Well, anyway, she's like, it's gonna be classy. It's gonna be grown. A little something around the way, whatever. And so then we're introduced to Nola. My first and initial response to her or reaction is she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl right here. She's kind of giving me sporty. She says she's from Pick a Side. I'm like, damn, they had the girls like this over from Pick a Side. Maybe I need to watch Pick a Side for real and stop playing. Okay. And then we're introduced to Michelle, or reintroduced to Michelle. And I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't be Deja Vu if we did not have Michelle Williams. Okay. And here she is on this very pixelated and digitally warped green screen. And she's like, she's only doing this because it's the last season. I'm like, damn, does Michelle Williams only do Deja Vu? Like, I ain't never seen her nowhere else. She ain't been on that narrate show yet. She only do Deja Vu. They keep her for only Deja Vu projects. Well, anyway, the girls all come together and they all sit down and they talk. And by the way, I really love this blue light in this club. This is giving me steady. Are you ready? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Yo, what movie is that from? Now, I know that that's a song, but if you know the movie, you my mother, you my dog, okay? Um, it's something about them blue lights on that black skin. Ooh, okay. Cold, fresh air. I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, because you just gotta, however do you want it? I gotta get it out. So, however do you need me? Okay, I think that's it. I'm living. All right, y'all, for real though, because y'all know that scene, that opening scene is crazy. We ain't seen a scene like that. What is topping that scene? I ain't seen it yet. Anyway, they're at the hookah spot and they are just chilling, vibing, talking. And so, Nola asks Naj if Dawn was going to be there. And she's like, no, absolutely not. I have a girlfriend and she does what what she's supposed to do. She's doing real good. She eat this box real good, da, 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 they're just talking about it being the last season. Michelle says this is the only reason why she's coming. I don't know why they would try to even market this as the last season because Deja Vu is a flagship show for the network. That's so stupid for them to, say that. I don't know if it's just a liability with Gucci going around allegedly giving everybody the I'm sipping my tea. I got the Wendy Williams look. I got the cigarette. Okay, because what is that? Um, yeah, well, anyway, they all just talking and checking each other out. Nola doesn't really know Naj, but she's locked in with Michelle, I believe. They're from some show, Miami Inc. And so Naj want to ask DTP some questions because, I had made a comment and she didn't really like it because, Naj said that she had 2,000 bodies. And, I mean, like, does she feel good about herself? And whatever she was trying to say, Naj, so what? The girl got 2,000 bodies. She's a corn star. What did you think that she was going to have? You get what I'm saying? Like, why does it even matter? Why does it matter? All them girls over now that TV always clocking somebody else's pocketbook. Y'all was worried about Sierra's pocketbook. You worried about Diamond's pocketbook. For what? Girl, let me go. So anyways, where we at? They sat down and they talking about Diamond. I'm like, oh my God, Diamond, 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 Diamond. But Michelle does say that, listen, I was over in Dubai just swimming out of the Nile River, the Red Sea, and then I get on my Instagram and I see something about Diamond and Body talking about me, and she just was trolling me and trolling me. Now we know that I was fighting Diamond. That one time I beat her up the whole time, and then the one time she lost, she ran with that. I mean, you win some, you lose some. Da 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 da. Nola jumps in and was like, "Yeah, boy, I feel like if we gonna fight, we're gonna do that. We're not doing the round for round thing, which is like another shade to DTB because DTB loves another round. We're gonna go another round with DTB." So Michelle was just like, I just really want to know where she at because I don't feel like none of this no more. She just really feels some type of way. She felt like that she was trolled this whole time, basically. And so here we have Miss Naj and Million. So then in walks DTB herself. Okay. The girls can't handle. She's disturbing their peace, is what the girl says. So she comes over and she sits in another booth, like sort of like next to them, but not in their section. So she comes in and the girl's like, oh, come over here with us. And she's with this white man. I don't know what his name, Carlton or whatever his name is. And so the girls all sit down and they start talking or whatever. And so DTP's like, I don't know what I was actually walking in on, but I was just keeping it very mindful because these girls, da, 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 like at least to keep it mindful, girl. And so Michelle is sitting here and she is so pissed off. Michelle is so pissed off. She's like, yeah, well, I just feel like you were trolling me the whole time and you were doing all of this and you were doing all of that and da da da. And so, she basically says, girl, I'm a troll. I'm an internet troll. I'm a social media influencer. So if the fight's involving me, I'm going to discuss it. And, I understand if you feel some type of way about that. I'm willing and ready to accept my responsibility and the consequences that comes with that, which makes me think she must have did this before Taseki. She knew she had to warm up for Taseki. I don't know. Some of y'all be in the comments, who are subscribed here. Y'all be in on it. Like, no, this was before she was filming this after 2 weeks after or 3 weeks prior. If you know the timeline, sister, let me know. Drop down in the comments because I was really interested. Because she had a very much like, girl, yeah, and I troll people, and that's just what it is. And oh well, this is my profession, and so what? And so Michelle's getting really pissed off. Michelle is so angry. She's like, I don't care. You ain't gotta. So if we live right here, where I like, girl, you can just look. You can just see from the formation of the mouth that girl was upset. Okay, that girl is upset. So Michelle's like, if you want it, you can have it. I'm pressed. You ain't pressed. This and the third. And I'm just like, it's so annoying. Naj say her little one too. Well, first Naj was the one who kicked it off, and she was like, "Well, I just didn't appreciate your comment about Dawn, Naj and Dawn replacing Gucci and DTP of Deja Vu." And I feel like she did it so cute. She was like, well, it's nice to see you here. It's nice that we're both here now. And you didn't even have to go through all of that with the whole Dawn and DT, Dawn and replacing me and Gucci thing, which was cute, light shade. That Michelle, she back on it. And I just saw, and and I'm just like, Michelle, I don't know. Like, Michelle, girl, yeah, she was trolling you, but like, honestly, I don't remember, like, not in recent time. I just don't really see it. DCP had bigger fish to fry at this point. You know what I'm saying? She had bigger fish to fry at this point. And Michelle, you was the only time that you had any access or really clout was when you went on Wild and Out as a villain and an extra. DTB went on Wild and Out, on Zeus Network as a main character for baddies. So even if you felt like you won that fight, girl, so what? Like, we are having larger conversations around DTB. I don't even remember that fight. To be quite honest with you. I remember she put you on a chokehold, perhaps, but Michelle, like, you could just got a lot of beef. And the thing about it is, I know that DTP is the type that like throw the rock and hide her hands, but you just got to think about the TV show, girl, because you're looking a little pressed. You're looking a little disturbed, okay? And so, um, whatever. DTB, she pays some dust. I feel like she was like, girl, I'm an internet bitch. I don't know what you want me to say. So the white boy tried to show me, was like, ho, I'm just, they're like, why are you here? They're giving, go home, Roger. They was calling him Andy 2.0 and everything like this. And so, she basically says, I'm not going to duck a fade, but I don't want to fight. You know what I mean? I can't make no promises about the social media thing. And then, the white boy tries to like mediate or whatever. He's trying to mediate. Not try to put him on blast. Like, what are you even doing here? Like, why are you even here? Why did you win it? And then out of nowhere, LaRue shows up. And I'm like, okay, now LaRue with the holiday heart wig. I mean, girl, Wanda, is that you? I don't know. LaRue, I was like at first not really interested in seeing her, but girl, LaRue is a key, honey. When I tell you, LaRue had me in shambles. Okay, so Cookie shows up too, and I'm like, okay, this is really giving like real deja vu. Cookie, I remember her. She was going back and forth with Abby. And shout out to Abby. Abby is such a cute girl. Um, they didn't have to do Abby like that. But this is back when the girls didn't just jump on people just for no reason. Like they let Abby, they got jumped on Abby, but it wasn't like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, Cookie talks. She looks cute. She gives it up to DTV. Oh my God, how are you? Da, 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 da. And so when Cookie and all of them sit down, Nola continues keep talking about DTV. Like, girl, we over that. So DTV and Michelle um still talking about whatever, but DTB tells Nola, like, girl, no, because you keep inserting yourself, you know what I'm saying, into a situation. Like, it really doesn't have nothing to do with you. And so they're like, not just like inserting yourself, no, but she's not really inserting herself. She's trying to be a peacemaker. Yeah, but you're being a peacemaker, but you're also dragging it. Like, she apologized. I told her I wasn't making no promises. She ain't saying nothing. We're cool. We're here. Like, let it go. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, why are you concerned about it? She's like, well, this is my friend. This is my friend. And so LaRue chewed them up kindly, swiftly, and professionally in those what you call them in those confessionals. She like, girl, you look like you just ganging up on Diamond. You know what I mean? You acting like, you just so ready to, die on the hill about this girl. You don't even know her. They all sitting around next to each other. I just don't understand. You want to fight everybody. You don't even know this girl. You knew her for 2 months. I'm like, oh my gosh, LaRue. I forgot she was a game. So, Cookie, they were talking and flirting with the bull, Carlton, whatever his name is, girl. And they was like, oh, well, we kind of forgot that white boys and they're just talking. Oh, I think Carlton was flirting with LaRue. That's what it was. And so after they're just sitting there flirting, Mac and DTP, Mac shows up. Okay. He's giving DTP love. He speaks to everybody. He's showing everybody love. Mac is no deja vu without Mac. We needed Mac too. He is an integral part. Although he wasn't in season 1, I don't believe. Mac definitely made Deja Vu season 2 lit. DTB and Mac embrace each other, as you can see from above image. And Naj, he speaks to everybody but Naj. And I was like, all right, so what's up with you? Like, with all of this like bully energy. And I just feel like it's giving all of the girls, he showed all of the girls love, but not Naj. So she got to come with that energy. Like, all right, well, what's going on with you? Like, he like, man, I don't even got nothing for you, bro. I ain't say nothing about you. It is what it is. I said you a pretty girl and you fight good. I ain't arguing. Nope, it's this season. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like cool. Like, they hug it out, they thug it out, whatever. Because apparently Mac and Dawn was cool, and you know how it goes. So Mac is in a confessional talking about somebody looked dusty, but I don't want to say who it was. Well, who was it? Because everybody keeps saying people look dusty. Well, who was it? You get what I'm saying? Naj continues to talk about her girlfriend who eats the box very good. And so LaRue gets into a situation, or they cheers. They have a good time. Like, listen, we're not doing this back and forth. We're going to cheers, have a good time. And so here is LaRue. And she goes outside and she's sitting with Nola, because she's like, girl, I'm just trying to figure you out. You get what I'm saying? I'm just really trying to figure you out, because what is you really doing? So LaRue and Nola talking. She was like, well, y'all was yelling at her and it just was giving like light skin and dark skin. I didn't really see that. And y'all know I'm real like quick to call out colorism. I didn't really see that though. I didn't see that. And then, sometimes, your own proximity makes you blind to certain things, but I didn't really see that. And I didn't feel that. It didn't give that. It gives diamonds of control. You get what I'm saying? And they sick of that shit. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know if y'all feel differently. Um, But LaRue was just not feeling her, and she was like, "Well, when I don't want to fight nobody, I know to make sure I'm gonna call you," and that's how it ended up. LaRue was still shading her and playing her. She really wasn't on no energy. Nola seems like a sweet girl, but she kind of seems a little naive, a little bit. I don't know. I want to like her. I want to see her because she's so beautiful. So we'll see. Um, Almond comes in. Almond comes in, and I think we're gagged. Almond is good for Deja Vu. He is over the top. He gives us a little fashion. You know what I'm saying? He can give us a little moment, a drunk moment. His eye look busted up right here anyway. So we know we're going to get into it. And so the girls, Naj don't like him for whatever reason. The girls are shading him already. He like, we need to get niggas. And he was like, I don't want to see no niggas. And I'm like, well, what you mean? Like, well, why are you saying all that? Like, he didn't even do nothing. He literally just walked in. I'm like, girl, I'm just here to have a good time. I don't know what you on or what you talking about. And that's how it goes. Almond. I like Almond. Did y'all see that picture of Almond and Jason Lee in the club tonguing each other down, tonguing each other's throats? Almond know how to get in where he fit in. You hear what I'm saying? So they started talking about who's going to be next. And they said, well, we got to have a white girl because we got the white boy. Next time I was like, well, Michelle, you biracial. You can kind of fit in that situation. I didn't even know that Michelle was biracial. I would have never even guessed. Um, so the person who they actually bring in is none other than Joce. Okay. And Joyce is giving good vibes. Hey, beautiful. Hey, pretty. Joyce looks good, man. I don't care what y'all say. Joyce is messy. She's shady. She's nasty. She do a whole bunch of shit. When she come in, her looks be together. Okay. Her looks and her wigs be together. They do. They really, really do. And so she comes in and she's giving good vibes and she's saying hey to everybody. Everybody's excited to see her. New face, new nose, new wig. Who this? And so they talked to everybody, and then her and Naj decided to have a sit down and kind of talk because she wasn't talking to Naj at first because apparently they were just on Greek life, sharing the same room, but then there was a breakdown. And then they get into it, and it was just like, well, I just feel like, you were saying all of this about me and Kashmir fighting, and Joyce kept it cute, like, girl, we can have different opinions. Like, I just think that she can whoop you. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that. And so, what would make you feel like somebody can whoop me? I don't know what you mean. And she was like, well, listen, I'm not trying to say, I just feel like she can whoop you. She wasn't saying it like, man, and I'm gonna get Kashmir to beat you up, which is how she said it was, and very cute mannerisms. Like, girl, I don't know, we just got difference of opinions. I just feel like, maybe the girl can whoop you. Girl, when I tell you Naj got so pissed off and so offended for absolutely no reason, ends up stealing and hooking off on Joyce, literally bopped her, bipped her in her head, boom. Like, just like you see how she's sitting, that left hand right there hit her, boom, right in her dome, right in her dome. Joyce gets back up and hits her back. And she fell on the ground. That's the end of the episode, y'all. Okay. That was the end of episode 1, Deja Vu, the last season, girl. Let's get into the final thoughts, shall we? Um, Let's just start with you, Naj. You was dead as wrong. You was dead wrong. You had the wrong energy, and yes, your spirit wasn't exactly glowing either, honey. Her energy was just wrong. She was wrong for hitting Joyce. I hate that Joyce has this reputation and kind of stigma attached to her that she is the trans girl that can get hit. Um, that they can allow to hit back. I don't know if it's because it's some weird psychotic thing or oh well, and Joyce doesn't care because it's like, well, I can fight them back because I'm really like a girl. I don't know what it's given, but I hate that they always jump on Joyce. I just don't like to see it. um and she didn't have to hear her like that. She really did not have to hear her like that because she didn't say nothing. She didn't do anything to warrant that, in my opinion. Girl, she think that Cash can beat you up. So what? So what? That means you're gonna put your hands on her because she just telling you that that's how she feel about her homegirl. Like, be so for real. Nah, that's weird. You talking about something you don't want to be known for fighting, but you hit the girl that's a trans that's really not even supposed to fight you back. Michelle, you should have just swung, girlfriend. You should have just swung. Honestly and truly, you should have just really said what you had to say and just hooked off. That's it. That's all you should have did. Because, while you sitting there looking like this, all angry, she sat there and paid you dust, gave you face, bad lace, okay, and a lipstick with no trace. You should have just hit her. You felt that bad. It had been 3 years and all the reasons you gave us and everything like this, girl, you should have just hit her. You should have just swung off. I feel like I would have respected it a little bit more had you done that, in my opinion. Um, LaRue. LaRue gagged me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's a real now STV baddie right there. She had the shade, baby. Do you hear what I'm saying? I love a girl that got a good quick tongue, a good quick shade on them. She got that. LaRue was tearing them girls up in a confessional, tore them up. Now we know that LaRue's mouth and hands don't match all the time. We do know that. But I want you to continue on, LaRue. I want you to continue on. And justice for the Big Lex Baddie Collection girls of the Now That's TV world, because I was really surprised that they dug you up for this. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I feel like in the other shows, I didn't really have a full chance to experience LaRue in that way. She just seemed like a little gang gang gang. But she's tearing them up, girl. That's all I got. Um, DTB. Yeah, they were real disturbed. And they can sit there and say, oh, yeah, but I don't know. And this, that, and the third. Like, girl, even if that girl was trying to provoke you for years and years, it obviously worked. It obviously worked. You know that girl's working. You know that that's how she moves or whatever. You can't expect people to move and operate like how you do. If I'm a real person and I'm genuine, I do not have the expectancy that everybody else is going to move like me. Because I'm a real at the end of the day. A lot of things ain't real. And so y'all mad at her for doing what she do. She's doing her job. She's a personality and she's letting it be known, like whatever, girl. I just feel like they all sit up at that table laughing and kikiing and cacaing and cackling. You feel what I'm saying? They all sat up at that table talking about Diamond. The whole thing was about Diamond. Naj said something about Diamond. Nola said something about Diamond. Michelle had a lot to say about Diamond. Okay. And Diamond got there and was like, I heard you was looking for me. Yeah, well, this is what I do for my job. I mean, I can't make no promises. I mean, if you want to fade, you can. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, girl. It's up to you, girlfriend. Like, what? Sickening. Sickening, ho. And I really just feel like DTB, really, girlfriend, just go where you are celebrated. Go where you are celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And that's for anybody. Wherever you are at under the sound of my voice, do you see the difference of going where you are celebrated? Okay. And although, the reach is not the same with the network and this, that, and the third, but it's the quality. You know what I mean? Like, we have an appreciation for DTB over here on Now That's TV. We just truly do. And if you're over here and you watch my Zeus reviews, then you know that there's a difference. You know that there's a difference. If you've seen DTB on both networks, then you can see the difference. And that applies in real life. Don't go somewhere where you're just tolerated just so you can say, oh, well, I'm here. And then they treat you like, get you beat up with your tooth pulled out your mouth, you know what I mean? Kicked out your mouth and send you on your way versus using your song as for publicity and exposure as the title, as the main theme song. You got the girls surrounded you on a table, cackling and laughing. You know what I'm saying? You the main girl over here. So why give up your main girl position, your main star position, to go play second fiddle punching bag? You know what I'm saying? Tooth getting knocked out your head, girl, for the other network. Play your cards right wherever you are at under the sound of my voice, sister. Sometimes it does not pay off. Go where you are celebrated and not when you are tolerated. I want to know what you think, guys. Drop down in the comments. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.